Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Today is day 80. 80 days of going live on TikTok. I have had a most amazing time in this journey and am staying committed to the going live and re-establishing this journey of embracing the queen within and living aligned and crowned. Yesterday was an amazing day. As you know, I am currently hosting a retreat here at the House of Shakim and taking the time to slowly get going for the day, but definitely wanted to come on live and speak to my audience about aligned and crowned, the wheel within the wheel, and what that looks like. What does that not only look like, but what does it feel like? And what has the experience been for me? This has been a very interesting journey. I don't even really know where to start because it's so much that I could share, so much that I could talk about, but I'm processing the events of so far this retreat as we are reflecting, remembering, and aligning to our soul's calling, our soul's journey, and our ancestors' divine wisdom. Last night was definitely a experience of connection and awakening and oh my God, so much. And I just wanted to come on and share a little of what was revealed. So as we all know, we are constantly in a vibration of change. If you're not changing, then there may truly be some blockage in your life because we are all constantly changing, evolving, growing, glowing, flowing, and hopefully expanding into this all-knowing consciousness. For me, the revelation that came was all about understanding or understanding your own divine will. What is it that you truly wish to experience in your life? And how does that show up for you? Are you confident and bold and daring and courageous to do the things that you've never done? Or are you limited by your lack of motivation, the ideas that keep you stuck, or the things that other people speak into your life? For me, I've had both become, both become kind of staples, or I don't even know the word. Both of them have influenced my life, both sides. And I've learned that the more we focus on the things that we desire, the things that we seek, the more we get to experience them. And me and one of my sisters was talking, and we were talking about how often the world is influenced by reality TV. And and how we all get involved in the characters that these actors play. And I was really taken within in that space to really think about how we all must maintain a specific character in our life, especially if we are trying to live or wishing to live our best life now. What does that character's life look like? What is that life of your highest self? Doing the things you want to do, being the person you want to be, and having the things you want to have. What does that look like? And how do you get into character? That's what this is all about. We have to maintain the character of that life that we want to live. What does she do? What does she wear? How does she speak? What is she involved in? How does she spend her time? This is called living aligned. We have to really know what it is that we want in order to see it manifest. So I've been challenged, even as we come into my 80 days of going live, to continue to embody this best life now. For me, it looks like doing the things I want to do. It looks like speaking about the things I want to speak about. It looks like influencing those around me in a way that also brings joy and happiness and good vibes into my own life. So I'm continuing to do just that, not knowing day to day how it will show up, but definitely taking time to reflect, taking time to journal, taking time to meditate, taking time to do my breath work, taking time to rewrite old stories, old narratives, old ways of being, to align with this crowned life, this new life. And it's so beautiful. I had a opportunity to sit with a beautiful soul a couple of days ago, right before the retreat started, who came to me stating that she was looking for alignment. Mind you, this was my very first client to come to the house of Shakim out the blue. Someone I've never met, someone I've never known. But I have been intentionally calling in the clients. And this beautiful soul was so excited to share the space and so intrigued to know more about how she can align her life. For me, the reason this was so surreal is because there are people waiting for us to show up doing what we are being called to do. And when we are not in character, when we are not in our position, when we are not doing what we are supposed to do for ourselves, others miss out. This individual said she didn't know anything much about anything spiritual or, divine or anything of consciousness, but she was called to Good Vibes Lounge, the house of Shakim. She said she looked for locations near her, and I showed up. So I was very, very, very happy and surprised because oftentimes we look for the people we know to be our supporters, to be there for us, to support our work, support our craft, support that which we are being called to do. But there are also people who we have no clue that are looking for us, that are waiting for us to show up. And that was a divine message as we are, consecrating the house of Shechem this week. And the ancestors are definitely saying, well done, as we are having a lot of fun. Yesterday, we did do some candle work, magic, where we tapped into cutting cords and seeing how spirit shows up in these cord cutting experiences. We also did some waist beading, and we will also continue with creating our sage smudge bundles today and do a little more introspection with breath work and conversation and plant medicine and connecting and communing with nature, and also doing our Reiki certification, at least my third level of my Reiki certification will also be done this weekend, today or tomorrow, as we activate all that is being called forth for this new part of my journey. And I'm super excited. I am trying to be restful today, trying to reserve my voice today, but also wanting to share all that is taking place in this space of alignment for me, and wanting to encourage the audience to continue to show up, continue to do the things that you are willing to do for yourself so that your world will be impacted and changed in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Unfortunately, Jewel, I am not taking questions today, but tomorrow or Monday, I will be back to taking live questions. Today is just about me reflecting and remembering and aligning to the work that I am being called to do. And I wanted to be true to come on live today just to honor my commitment to myself and to reflect on how things are going so far in my life and in this journey to embracing the queen within and living aligned and crowned. And just speak on not only my journey this far, but to encourage us to get into character. Get into character, finding our true, authentic self and showing up each and every day in that space so that we can begin to see all things align. So this book is my book, Aligned and Crowned, The Will Within the Wheel. It is on Amazon. It is a self-study book. It talks about our life force energy, our chakras, as they align to the universal law of hermetic principles, bringing it all into balance as we begin to be the stars of the show. This is what it's all about. We get to do this wild and crazy work with those that support us, those that are looking for us, and those who have been sent to do the work alongside of us. So I am calling in the Vibes Tribe. I am calling in those who wish to align. I am calling in those who wish to partner, to collaborate, and to continue to grow, glow, and flow. I am here, and I remember, and I am complete. So I just want to say, sending love to all that will watch and continue to grow, glow, and flow. Until next time, if you haven't yet tapped in to my Circle of Sisters Table Talk podcast on YouTube, please check us out. All of the posts, the shorts, the live videos will be posted there. Me and my sister Sherry Unk, our Lady Unk, have several lives there where we just tap into the things that we as women go through as we tap into universal consciousness, the ancestors, the guides, the spiritual deities, and we will be posting the things from this retreat as well. But I did want to come on here today and speak out and fix my own crown in the process. So until next time, sending you all so much love. Peace.